Hello everyone, welcome to Informatica Global Customer Support. My name is Rahul Kumar Tiwari, and today as part of this video KB, we would be looking at how to add a new language for localization in E360. So let's quickly scan through the agenda of this video. We will start with the introduction, as in what metadata localization is, and we will see what are the steps that are needed to add a new language in the list of languages that are available for metadata localization. We will follow this up by a quick demo. So here's a brief introduction of what do we mean by metadata localization. So with 10.3 version onwards, it is possible to localize your metadata in E360. So what does metadata localization is? By default, we have English language selected for our E360 UI, but suppose we want it to get translated into a specific language, French or Chinese or Japanese. So we have this option to localize the entire E360 UI. But when we choose that options, only the labels that are by default coming from Informatica get localized, and we need to do the required configuration to localize the metadata, as in the name of business entity, the column name, the other related base objects and all name that we display on our E360 UI. So these are the steps to perform metadata localization, which has already been covered as part of a separate video KB. You can go to network.informatica.com/videos, and using this URL /3820 you can see the video how to perform metadata localization. Today's this part of video KB, we will extend this and we see how to add a new language support. So let's quickly go into the demo and we'll see how it can be done. So starting with the demo, this is my E360 UI, wherein when I log in, by default I'll see the UI is expressed in English. So I have the option to choose a language from this list of language, and suppose I choose French. What happens is the labels which by default comes from Informatica as in new data and all gets converted, but when you try to create a business entity, that still is in English language. And for this we need to do the metadata localization, which we have already seen as part of the earlier video KB. Now as part of this video KB, what we will see is how to add a new language. So suppose in the list of language, I have 9 languages right now, and I want to add another language, the support for Finnish language. So what needs to be done for that? So what we need to do is, first and foremost, we need to copy 3 ERs from our hub server directory, and the 3 ERs are entity E360 ER, provisioning ER, and UI web ER. So I have created a folder on my desktop and have copied these 3 ERs. The next step to do is we need to download the localization script from KB 560997. So using KB 560997, you can download the localization script, and once we have downloaded, what we need to do is we need to unzip it and we need to place the ERs that we have copied into that specific folders. So I have unzipped this localization script file, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy the files that I have in from my desktop, the 3 ERs that I've copied, and I'm going to put it into this folder. So now after that, what we need to do is we need to open command from here, and we have to run a command and extract all. Now once we run this command, it will start extraction and it will create a folder which is named IL8N. So once this folder is created, what we need to do is we need to navigate to this folder to a specific path. So the script is finished. We need to go to this folder, E360 com.informatica tools MDM web entity E360 view main, which is this resh folder, alienate, and here I see that there are list of bundle files. So what we can do is we can open any one of them. Suppose I'm opening, so this is the conversion for a other language, but I want to add the support for Finnish language. So what I need to do is I just need to copy paste it, and I will just change the conversion, like what is the corresponding conversion, like so for new B or a create B, and this is the conversion in this specific language, where similarly I have created a Finnish translation. And what needs to be done is we need to place this file in this specific folder. So let's place it. So I have this bundle file which I'll copy and I'll place it in my localization island 8 folder. So once it is done, we have to save it, and then from the same path we have to run another command, which is and generate all. So once we have this and generate all, we have to run this command. So once this command is run, what we'll observe in this folder, we will see some resources file getting created. So if you see, these resources files are getting created. After that, we need to run another command, which is and update all. But before running this command, just we observe the sizes of this and the date that we have on this 3 ARs. So from the same location, we will run and update all, and we will see that the size of the ERs would get changed. Basically, the FI bundle file that I added would get lodged over here. So my script has finished, and when I refresh it, I can see that my provisioning in E360 has been updated. Now the next activity is to take this 3 ERs and we have to deploy it on application server, followed by a clean restart. Now once the ERs are deployed and we log in into our E360 UI again, and we'll try to choose a language, we will see there's the additional language, that Finnish, the translation for Finnish language. So these were the steps that we need to perform to add support for a new language, which has been mentioned in text over here. So a couple of things to mention over here, two things that needs to be taken care along with these steps is, first, the Java home variable needs to be set from where we are running the scripts. If the Java home variable is not set, when we run the command and extract all and all the other commands, it might fail. And the second thing is, along with patching this file, this ERs, using this process, we also have to create the additional metadata file. If we are using E360, we have to add a new file using the metadata bundle, which we did as part of this video KB earlier. We just have to add the corresponding file, and similarly if you are using IDD, it has to go into the metadata bundle. We would love to hear from you on this forums. Please give your feedback. Thanks for your time. Thank you.